7/29/2024. We're going to wrap up methods of the Sima over the next couple of days. We've just got 2 chapters left in this one, chapter 4 and 5. Right now, chapter 4, disciplined formations, verse 1. In every case of war, ranks must be strictly established. Government must rule with fear. Soldiers should be given time for leisure. The people should be free of care, and all minds must be as one. 2. In every case of war, consider the way, or the Tao, in righteousness, in establishing your squadrons and platoons. Clearly define the formations, arrange your alliances, and examine your reputation and achievements. Soldiers who stand in formation must advance and lie down. Soldiers who sit to fire must kneel. If the soldiers are fearful, then they must stay close-knit. If they are in danger, then they must stay entrenched. If the enemy are seen from afar, then your troops will have no fear. If the enemy are near but unable to see your troops, then they will not disperse. Below those officers and below the ministers sit the common soldiers, who vow to proceed with dignity. Both the officers and the foot soldiers wear armor. Decide where to position your principal and supporting forces. The thunder of cavalry may cause turmoil among the foot soldiers. If they are fearful, keep them close-knit. If they are kneeling, they should sit. If sitting, they must lie down. Have them crawl forward on their knees, swear the oath, and perform the rites of Li. Raise a clamor of drums and enter the field, then ring the bell to signal the troops to stop. Defend against nighttime ambushes and keep to eating dried foods. Have the troops withdraw on their knees from the advance of the enemy. Make a display of corpses to prevent your soldiers from having second thoughts. Create a commotion to lead on the enemy. If the fear is overwhelming, then do not threaten them with death. Show your true colors and let them know that you value life itself. Scrutinize them as they go about their duties. I could say it's a little harsh to scrutinize, but I do think in every case of war, the situation does get a little bit more tense and more intense as well. And so you have to rule with this fear. The military has to have the leisure, but the people should be free of care, right? You need to, your citizens need to know that they're safe with the military that's been chosen. Verse 3. In general, all members of every rank fast for half the day. Encourage men to rest, and they should not share their food. If they doubt whether they really are soldiers, alleviate their doubts, and then they will respect their leaders. 4. In every case of war, use strength to sustain the battle. Use the spirit of vitality for victory. Use robustness for longevity. But achieve victory through danger. Use the robust mind as the foundation. Use the spirit of vitality for victory. Armor is the means of robustness. Weapons are the means of victory. And we'll stop with verse 5. In general, chariots stay strong through remaining close-knit. Foot soldiers stay strong through holding their ground. Armor stays strong through being dense. Weapons are victorious through their lightness and ease of use. Those with victorious minds only see the enemy. Those with fearful minds only see fear. These two minds are better than one alone, as each benefits from the other, kind of like the yin yang. To achieve their combined action is the general's goal. Only those with authority can see this. To achieve the combined action is the general's goal. Only those with authority can see this. Listen, so my personal experience from being a general in the field, employees like to fight each other. They like to gripe. They like to throw each other under the bus. And it's just very interesting because a lot of times you see the certain strengths and weaknesses of employees and their differences. And so you kind of utilize that knowing that you have to be in control of what they're doing and what you delegate them to do. And so if you have someone who's good at, say, following directions, but you have another person who's good at working on their own, you might have the person following directions follow you a little bit more closely and send the person who can work on their own by themselves and just touch base with them. You know, everyone has their own level of comfort in what they want to be micromanaged as. And so I think that's very interesting that he points that out at the end of verse 5.